Venus in August is traveling through the sign of Cancer, and it basically thrives in a water sign where it can emote one's feelings. However, though, as we start off here, 1st of August, this Venus is a little bit challenged here at 17 degrees in Virgo and has just completed a transit there opposing Pluto there at the end of July. So you might know what that means for you. It could be love and relationships. It could be a monetary issue, but you're coming out of that opposition. However, though, it is still squaring Uranus here on August 1st. And so there's some decisions to be made actually here just on the very last day of July. You might have encountered it. So starting off here on August 1st, you probably already know what that situation might be. However, what really works for you is that this Venus here is tying up to a trine with Saturn, which is going to allow you emotionally to really stand your grounds, your worth, your dignity. That is what this is about. And then also expressing it and should I say, giving it a little bit more embodiment for why you're taking the stance that you are. Now, in this, Venus is going to be picking up speed throughout the month and leaving these aspects behind it. So already by the 4th, you should start seeing how this is going to actually, solve itself. And you're feeling pretty good around the 4th here, that you have come through what is important to you. Now, there's other planetary aspects here on this day where you will hear on the monthly forecast where Mars is triggering both the Sun, Mercury, and Jupiter. So you still got some outside influences there where you're making some decisions, but this Mars is also standing pretty strong as far as holding your end up for what is important to you. So a little bit here tested just as we have the first week of August emotionally. Then Venus is hanging nice and loose. Loosey-goosey is going to bring you into a chatty space where you're feeling quite blessed, quite maybe proud of yourself for having stood whatever grounds or whatever test this may be. And so, it's been now looking to wanting to express more of the sensitivity that you hold. Your emotional side will feel like it's coming more out and being heard and being met. And I think maybe some of this is what this test is all about, is that you don't want to just hold back and harbor and balance everything and everybody, but where you want to be seen as a part of needing to be met, your needs as well. So Venus in Cancer, well, right now it is starting to complete its journey once we get after that first week of August and preparing to meet up for a really nice time here once we get beyond the 10th. It's going to be approaching Jupiter on the 17th and 18th, where it is definitely going to be bringing some highlights to your life, what we call the happiest, or should I say also the luckiest time of the year when these two meet. Now, Venus ruling love and romance, definitely. You could see how some of this is going to be coming into play. But Venus also does rule money. So you can come to see how that might just work out for you too. And Venus will be moving in to Leo. And that will be just here on, let me see, got it right here on the 13th of August. So August 1st to 13th, it's all about those emotional issues that are important. But then from the 13th onwards, you will start seeing that Venus is going to take on a shape and form of more of a playful character, more expressive, more outgoing, and it is going to be approaching here from the 13th to the 15th. You will feel a lead up of energy while it is approaching Jupiter. So the 18th, definitely want to put a double circle around that on your calendar, as this would be the day that you really want to look forward to on here in August. So now on the 18th, also, just to kind of say what else is in hand on that day, the moon is going to be tying into it, and the moon is in Gemini that day. So communication, sharing, openness from the heart. So you might just have maybe a very outspoken, um, I won't say shocking, but unexpected, perhaps, maybe surprise, because the moon, as it is here with your Venus and Jupiter, it's also aspecting Uranus, the planet of surprises, on this day. So, yes, we have that is probably the highlight of the entire month as far as Venus goes. Looking towards the end of August, let's see what we have here for you. As Venus has passed, it is now trining Uranus. So whatever started there on the 18th, what has been shared, said, done, whatnot, expect the unexpected to take place here over the next few days, as that Venus will be lining up in a beautiful golden trine to Uranus, and that's on the 25th. So see how that will come together for you. And Venus here in Leo holds a lot of pride. It also holds a lot of joy. Uranus is that unexpected, but you will have an inkling of what it is because of what took place there from the 18th onwards. So that whole week here is building up to something else. However, want to mention here that Venus on this day here with Uranus, even though that is a golden trine, it will also be squaring off here on with Mars and Saturn. Mars and Saturn here on the 25th are conjunct. This happens once every 2 years. Mars is men, drive, ambition, and goals. Saturn has to do with mastering those things, or also it could be some governmental, or it could be somebody in power here on this day. Now, whereas those two things are strong, and there's also some news because Mercury ties into it. So that aspect is good, So if anything, written communication, contracts, agreements, new starts, initiations, new beginnings are happening on this day when Mars touches upon Saturn. It's a new 2-year cycle here as far as Saturn's concerned. Should be good with Mercury. It is squaring off on Venus, though, but that could just be you just feeling all the anticipation and all these vibes that we do when we have strong occurring transits. But I believe it should be good. Venus does have support from Uranus and was initiated here with Jupiter a little bit earlier that week. So maybe this is something more of a conclusion taking place. So this is what we have for you. Love and romance. This goes for both you guys and girls, and also what goes on for your financial aspects too. So have a wonderful and blessed month, and I will see you with Venus in September. All right? Bye now.